Hi guys, in today's video we're going to change a fuel tank strap on the MINI R50. Let's have a look at it. First thing you want to do is get the car secured on axle stands. I've done that on both sides, as you can see there. So now that car's secure and safe for me to work on. I need to excuse the traffic noise. It's like a bloody motorway behind the houses. This is a strap that I'm going to be replacing, and as you can see, it's rotten. It really is bad, and that'll never get through an MOT. So this is what I'm going to be replacing. Now, I bought a brand new fuel tank strap from MINI direct, and it was actually cheaper than what some eBay sellers were asking for a second-hand strap. There was one guy asking for £150 for a second-hand fuel strap, and I got that for £75 delivered. So where they're getting their prices from is completely beyond me. So if you're ever looking for BMW parts, or any parts for your car, whatever make or model for that matter, don't always think that you're going to get a bargain on eBay, because you're certainly not. It's always worth checking with the main dealers to see what the prices are. So anyway, as you can see there, that strap is totally knackered, so I'll be replacing it with an OEM one. First thing you want to do is the bolts that are on it, more so the bolts that are at the back of the tank here. You want to get up into there with some WD-40 or GT85 or whatever lubricant that you decide to use, and soak the bolts, because the rust build up on them will be horrendous. And if you can, get a wire brush up into it as well, and try and rub the dirt and the rust off the threads on the top of the bolts. So there's a bolt, there's two bolts, one at each side of the tank. So you've got one here, and you've got another bolt down there, and the other bolts that are securing the strap or the tank to the car are at the back here. There's one just up here. They shouldn't need oiled. Well, you can't oil them really because they're captive, they go into the chassis. And the other one is just up there as well. So before I do that, what you want to do is secure the fuel tank. Now I've just got a couple of jacks with some blocks of wood on them, just to hold the tank up against the body of the car, so that when I do come round to taking the strap off the fuel tank, it's going to come off, and the fuel tank, in theory, should stay exactly where it is. Now you've got your exhaust. You'll have to drop this down slightly so that you can obviously get the strap on, and also you've got your two handbrake cables here. They will have to be slackened off and hooked off the calipers at the back. So we'll crack on with that now. Obviously I'll need to take the back wheels off, so I'll get the back wheels off, and we'll start work on the handbrake cables and get them loosened up. It would also be a good idea to clean up this exhaust clamp bolt as well. That bolt's far too long. It doesn't need to be that long, but that'll have to obviously get wound out. It's either that or you undo the bolts in the boot floor that hold the rubber hangers on. From experience, they can shear and snap, so you don't want to be doing that. This would probably be the easiest option. So there should be another bolt on the other side as well, so we'll give that a bit of oil. Right, once the back wheels are off, we'll want to jump into the car and slacken off the handbrake cable so that we can take them out. So we'll need to get this apart and lift it off and get to the bolt at the back of the handbrake so that we can slacken it off. Now once you've got the handbrake gaiter off, it allows you access into here. It's a bit fiddly because as you can see, I've cut myself. But there's four, put that round in the right orientation, there's four clips. Just prise that up gently, and like I say, be gentle because this is quite fragile, and if your R50 is old like mine, it'll be brittle. So carefully prise that cover off and remember to disconnect the run flat reset button. There, so there's the wire for it down there. So now it's going to allow me into this nut here, and that'll let me slacken off the handbrake cables. I'm just putting a deep reach 13mm socket onto it. Just saves faffing about with a 13mm spanner. Right, that should hopefully do it. That should be more than enough. Right, now with the handbrake cable totally slackened off, this should give me enough room to get this cable out. There we go. Now it'll obviously have to come out here as well to give it more slack. There we go. They might not come out as easy as that. This one has, because I changed this a couple of years ago and the car hasn't done anything since I changed it. But other side, well, that might be a bit of a struggle, but we'll find out. Right, now we want to get this supporting bracket for the middle of the exhaust off. That's the wrong size. That's a 10. That's one. Right, so if I whip this off, that should allow the exhaust to come down a good bit. Right, that's me dropped this bracket, so that's me got plenty clearance now for the fuel tank strap. Now I'm having a bit of bother with that handbrake cable at the back. I've got a new cable for it, so I'm just going to cut that off and I'll take you around and show you what the problem is with these cables, especially if they've been in for 17 years, like what this car has. It's 17-year-old and handbrake cables have never been changed. Well, one has, which I changed when it snapped. But I'll take it around the back and I'll show you the problem that we've got with it. Right, this is the problem I've got here. Because it's that old, you've got steel going into aluminium and it's just not budging. Fortunately I've got a new cable for it, which I was going to fit anyway, so I'll just cut it and then I'll take the caliper off and get that off on the bench. That'll be the easiest way to do it. So if you are going to be doing a fuel tank strap and your car is quite old, budget for a set of handbrake cables as well, and possibly an exhaust bracket, because that's all twisted. But fortunately I've got another exhaust bracket in the garage, so if need be I'll just fit that to it. So yep, that's where we're at, and now it's just a matter of undoing the straps on the tank and dropping that. Right, that's me chopped that. I'm not fannying about with it. Like I say, I've got another handbrake cable in the garage for it, for this side anyway. So that's it chopped. So now it's just a matter of taking note where it roots. It's quite self-explanatory really, and then unhooking it and let it hang down just enough so that we can get the strap up and round and over it. So the same with this one. I'll unplug it and pull it down. Right, that should be enough to get the new strap up and over. So now we'll undo the bolts for this. I don't see any problems with that, and get that old strap off. Right, now to undo these. Because we've pre-oiled them, these should come off relatively easy. Which it does. Just make sure your fuel tank is secure. Last thing you want is that to drop down. Right, that's one undone. I'll just whip round and do the rest. Right, that's the strap undone, and as you can see it's in a sorry state. So we'll get this out and then we'll get the new one offered up. Right, before we offer it up, we'll just double check that they're the same, and they are. Well, they've got to be, because that's an original mini part. Okay, yeah, you can see the state of that old strap. So before the rain gets any heavier, let's get this fitted. Right, fitting's just the reverse taken off. So we just want to carefully thread this new strap in. Hopefully without twisting it. Right, there we go. Get them started, that way it holds the strap up. Let's see, one's on. Now to get the backs. Done. Now, I'm not doing them up totally tightly now, because I just want to make sure that the strap's going back in the same position as the old one came off. This one I'm tightening up because I can see that it's where it should be. And there we have it. That's fuel tank strap now fitted. The exhaust's hung back up. I got away with reusing that, so yeah, quite happy with that. Like I say, I've got another hanger in the garage, but I'll just keep that as a spare. And the exhaust, that's as solid as a rock. So yeah, that's another job ticked off the list. Just a couple of more bits and pieces to do to this car, and then I can present it for an MOT. We'll get a year's ticket on it, and then I'll probably be selling this car. I kept it for my daughter, but she's not interested in driving, so may as well just sell it and put the money towards my other projects. So there we go, that's how you do a fuel tank strap. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. If you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Okay, cheers for now, bye.